Hi there, Laura Whitelaw here from Overwhelm to Empowerment, and welcome to my live broadcast. Today, what I wanted to cover is 3 reasons you're feeling stuck and what you can do about it. So if you're watching the replay of this live stream, I would appreciate it if you'd hit the like or heart button and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Also, I've got a couple of links in the description for this live stream. I would encourage you, if you want more of what you listen to today, to join my Facebook group for female entrepreneurs. And also, I've got a link to a free download where you can learn more about what I'm going to cover today. So getting back to the topic at hand, 3 reasons you're feeling stuck and what you can do about it. The first reason that I want to cover is information overload. That is certainly a real problem in today's society with social media and everything. We have access to so much information. We're being bombarded constantly with so much information, much of it valuable, of course. But it can certainly create overwhelm and also comparisons. So just like teenage girls, when they're looking at these Vogue magazines and so on of these gorgeous models, for ourselves as female entrepreneurs, we can sometimes get distracted by other programs that people might be offering and start making comparisons. And that's not necessarily healthy, especially if you turn around and start feeling badly about the content that you're producing. You don't want to get into that place. So obviously, information is great for learning, but what I would recommend to you is that you try and go on an information diet. Maybe even a social media diet for a week or 10 days or something. What I do personally, because I get overwhelmed by all the information also in my own business, is let's say, for example, you wanted to start doing Facebook ads in your business, but it's not something you're ready to do right at this moment. I trust that when I'm ready for that information, that it will come to me, and the resources I need from the experts that know about Facebook ads, that information will come back around to me when I'm ready for it. So we do have a tendency to want to download everything we see, because at some point we might want to implement it. It might be a strategy that's right for us. If you're not ready for it right now, just put your blinders on and ignore it so that you don't get overwhelmed. Okay? The second thing is taking on too much, and this is often a result of the information overload. And we take on too much. We bite off more than we can chew. If you're a goal-oriented entrepreneur, you probably have a lot of ideas about how you want to grow your business. But sometimes with all the information overload, it can lead to taking on too much and trying to do too many things, and actually causing yourself a great amount of overwhelm. So what I'd like to suggest to you is that you go easy on yourself. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Think about simplifying your niche, your message, what you're doing to get your message out there. And don't do 20 different things if you don't feel like you have the time, or if you find it overwhelming. So like, for example, there's so many great social media channels out there. So if you're producing content and you're sharing it on Facebook, you can certainly share it over on Twitter. You can share it on YouTube. You can share it on Instagram. Pinterest, there's all these various places where you can share your content. But if you're feeling like it's overwhelming, certainly there's tools out there that can help you with posting your content on all these various social media channels. But if it's overwhelming to you, then back off and just stick to maybe one or two social media outlets for sharing your content. So that's what I mean by simplifying everything. And if you are feeling kind of scattered and overwhelmed and stuck with your business, then it might be helpful to get the help of a coach, the help of somebody who can help bring you clarity and focus with your strategy. The third thing is to believe in yourself. I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine this morning about this topic and how sometimes the information overload comes from having a lack of belief in yourself. And you look outside of yourself for answers rather than trusting that innate intelligence, that innate brilliance is already inside of you. And, for example, putting together content, it's great to maybe peruse what other coaches or what have you, what other entrepreneurs, what type of content they are putting out there to gain some inspiration. But if you have to believe and trust that that you can create just as brilliant content as maybe some of those other people out there that are causing you this information overload. So what I'd like to suggest is that if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed, that you go through this tapping sequence with me that I'm about to start and release that feeling of being stuck. Let it go and start anew, and it should raise your level of energy and enthusiasm about what you're doing and release the overwhelm. So if you're not familiar with tapping, you can download my guide at the link above and you can learn more about it. But in any case, just trust in the process, follow along with me, and certainly there's no adverse effects that have been reported from tapping to date. But if you have any questions or comments, you can certainly leave them below and I'll come back later and address those for you. So what we do is we're going to start on the karate chop point here. Even though I'm feeling stuck, and you can repeat after me, I choose to let it go. Even though I'm feeling stuck, there's too much information, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm not sure where to go next, I just feel stuck, like I can't move forward, but I'm choosing to let this go. Even though I'm feeling stuck, I'm suffering from information overload and overwhelm. It's causing me to make comparisons. I'm doing way too much, and I'm feeling confused. I'm choosing to let this go. I'm choosing to let go of this feeling of stuckness. This information overload. It's overwhelming. It's just too much. I'm doing too much. I've taken on too much. And I feel unfocused. I've taken on too much. I'm feeling overwhelmed. And I'm making these comparisons to others. And it's causing me to feel stuck. Because I don't feel good enough. I'm lacking trust in myself. But I'm choosing to let go of these patterns of thought. I'm letting go of these patterns. I can see that it's not serving me, and it's keeping me stuck. This pattern of looking outside of myself and making comparisons and not trusting my own inner guidance, my own inner brilliance, my own inner guidance as to my next step. I'm choosing to let this pattern go. I'm choosing to simplify things and to trust in my own innate brilliance, my own creativity. Choosing to let go of this stuckness. And trusting in myself. I'm choosing to trust in myself and letting go of these self-sabotaging behaviors that are keeping me stuck. I'm choosing to believe and trust in myself and my own connection with the divine and my innate brilliance. Take a deep breath. Hopefully you found that short tapping sequence helpful. Again, if you like what if you're watching the replay of this live stream and you like what you see, please hit the like button, hit the heart button, leave a comment below if you have any questions, and make sure you click the links in the description to join my Facebook group for female entrepreneurs and download your free guide to magnetizing your money mindset. Look forward to meeting you and connecting with you in my group, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks.